My name is Deanna Butler. I am a kinesiology and health instructor by trade. Been teaching for about 10 years at the college level. All right. So when I first seen Forex, I was like, wow, first of all, I liked the return. Second, when I seen that it was an education base, I was all in. I'm an instructor, I teach. But I felt like it's beneficial for me to teach Forex or share this idea because this is a skill that can literally change our lives, right? And so with this skill is so powerful. And I feel like it's super powerful for my community because these are things that we're not taught. These are things that are not taught in the traditional classroom, right? These are skills that I feel like our children need to know because they can make some different decisions when they grow older. I've been in school, been in master programs, doctorate programs, and, a lot of times the difference between me going to school and some of the other students, they're going to school to keep their trust fund. That's what their parents tell them, to go get a degree to keep their trust fund. I'm going to school to try to get a job and make more money, right? But I capped out. I have a couple businesses and I'm like, all right, my dread business, I can't give it, I can't share it to people. My officiating business, it's taken me about 18 years to really get to the point of, a consistent 6 figures within a season. My degrees, I can't give that to you, but here's the thing, I can help you learn this skill. And now you're in the same playing field as the doctors, as the lawyers, as the judges. And here's the thing too, this industry does not discriminate. All right. You could be straight out of jail or straight out of Yale and you can succeed. And you will succeed with the right leadership. And the reason why I have partnered up with BFX Standard is because of the leadership. I am super excited today, right now. I am sweating underneath this hoodie because when I first started, like some of you hopping on this call, Coach Max, David, and Ryan, they were leaders, at the time. They were people that I was just like, oh my gosh, I love their energy. They're speaking realness. They're giving out sauce. And I'm plugged in. My first experience, as many of you know, I hopped on a trading call with David Liciaga. He was throwing out signals. And my first time entering a signal, I made about $100. And David, I looked back on it. It was EU. All right. So it was Euro USD signal. I went to my sister's house and this trade is running too, right? I allowed it to have patience. I allowed it to hit my TP. These are, some things I'm reminding myself of. And me and my sister are looking and we're like, oh my God, like it's $100. We just went to sleep. Me and her chilling, we had a bottle. We're like, oh my gosh, like this could pay for this. Like what's going on this phone right now, right? And so from there, the rest is history. COVID hit, the pandemic, we're sitting in the house and, David, he kind of segued into some administrative things. And next thing you know, he said, hey, hop on these calls with my bro and my sis. So his bro and sis is Coach Max and Ryan. I'm hopping on the call. And again, they have great energy, fun, Coach Max sounding like my mom sometimes. So I'm like, all right, I'm getting some discipline over here too, because this market is not nice to us, but she's like cracking the whip and it's really good information. And I feel like that's the type of instruction you need in this market because this market is not nice to you. All right. And I think she said last time she has a virtual belt. I'm an athlete. So with that being said, we have coaches and we're used to coaches just, getting on us in order to give us that, mental toughness to get through days, right? And so that's what this market is about. And so I can correlate this market to sports a lot, and having a coach like that is so important. Not only that, is she's well versed in this space and she actually cares about your learning, and you can hear the conviction in her voice when she is instructing you and teaching you. All right. So that's why I've been rocking with Coach Max, David, and then Ryan. Oh my gosh, he comes in and he just brings some great energy. All right. Super funny. Him and Coach Max together, very knowledgeable. All right. You want to learn some technicals in the market. He gets down to the nitty gritty and the bolts of it. Okay. So those two together, we call them like our favorite trading pair. Those are your best some of your best Forex educators in the markets right now. All right. Then, as we know, our crypto king, we throw David Liciaga in there. Just great leadership, has given us some great crypto plays, right? And we've made some great money in that space. So I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to you three, just for being great leaders, great mentors, especially in this space, because we are in the MLM space too. And I'm okay with the MLM space because I know how to build right. My grandmother was an Avon lady, a Mary Kay lady, and she had money, all right? She did not have a traditional job. So that's what I seen growing up, you know, her and her pink Cadillac going back and forth from the racetrack to the bank, you know. So with that being said, I respect the market, and I know that we could build in this space when you have the right leadership, when you have the right educators to lead this ship. And that's what we have right here with BFX Standards. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to share this video, and then I'm going to let Coach Max, Ryan, and David share why they've partnered up with BFX and why it's important for you to learn these skills and, you know, take advantage of the services and the products. All right. So thank you all again. Please enjoy the video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat.
In today's fast-paced world, innovative and disruptive technologies are changing the way we live exponentially at record speed. In the midst of this global wave of innovation, nothing is proving more exciting or disruptive than the emergence of new financial technologies. Blockchain breakthroughs such as cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and stock trading innovations as found on platforms like E-Trade and Robinhood are swinging the doors of opportunity wide open for a new generation of online entrepreneurs, creating more millionaires from home faster than ever before. Today, we'd like to introduce you to a brand new financial technology platform that's disrupting the traditional model of trading and finances, giving ordinary people access to two multi-trillion-dollar markets from the comfort of their homes, all within the palm of your hand, while providing you with the tools and guidance needed to understand daily market opportunities that can help you achieve long-lasting financial liberty. Introducing BFX Standard, the new standard of finance, the platform that empowers, educates, and inspires our members to live a higher standard of life by teaching them the proven success secrets of today's most accomplished traders and entrepreneurs as we share our mission to bring Wall Street to Main Street. BFX Standard is a collaboration of top industry leaders from the worlds of trading, technology, and marketing. Together, we've created an educational environment where people can quickly learn to recognize unique opportunities in today's most exciting trillion-dollar financial markets, cryptocurrencies, and the Forex foreign exchange. We teach our members the valuable skills of trading from established veteran traders and market leaders, and provide our members with the tools and education they need to participate in timely market trades in a fun and comfortable way. Using advanced software and mobile app technologies, we deliver trading opportunities and educational guidance directly to our worldwide community of members via their laptop or smartphone, allowing our members to quickly and easily execute expert-level trades with our unique and innovative swipe-to-trade feature, whether they're at home or on the go. Here's how it works. Our innovative platform alerts members of high-probability crypto and Forex trade ideas in real time. This lets them comfortably get the feel for market flow and price action, two of the core tenets of trading. Each trade idea is accompanied by an explanation from a top instructor to build awareness of how the markets operate. Through the daily repetition of seeing this expert analysis, our members quickly develop an eye for key market opportunities. Then, using our easy-to-use mobile app interface, members can quickly choose whether to take a trade, choose their position size, and decide when to close the trade. To create even more opportunity for our members, included in our cryptocurrency trading module is a powerful AI algorithm that comes with 4 years of documented market success and used by a billion-dollar hedge fund with striking results. As an exclusive benefit to our global community, BFX members can choose to participate in daily market trades developed by this amazing AI technology. With BFX Standard, absolutely no experience is necessary to initiate expert-level trades. With our state-of-the-art mobile app and dedicated team of professional mentors, members can manage their accounts with as little as 1 hour per week, literally choosing and executing trades with a simple swipe of their smartphone. And unlike other trading systems online, with BFX Standard, our members are always in full control of their own money, allowing them to pause, stop, or continue trading at any time. And for those that want to accelerate their learning and results, BFX offers unparalleled market and trading education, a key offering that sets us apart from anyone else in the industry. Our top Forex and crypto experts are opening up their personal trading vaults and putting skin in the game by offering live trading sessions and over-the-shoulder analysis exclusively to our members. These professional live trading sessions would typically be priced at premium rates, but are included as a benefit to all BFX members. As an added convenience, we developed an extensive video training library for our members to access at any time. As we showcase these incredible videos, our professional traders have an uncanny ability to break down complicated financial concepts into easily digestible lessons, making it easy for anyone of any experience level to quickly learn from the best. This unique focus on education, we provide our members with the training and skills they need to enjoy a lifetime of success in crypto and Forex trading. Our primary mission at BFX Standard is to help our members create true financial and time freedom from home, guiding them more and more toward financial peace of mind. As part of our core mission, we've created a daily pay compensation model to reward our members for sharing the BFX Standard opportunity with others. This will be available through a dual rewards marketing plan, which has near unlimited earning potential, including daily and weekly payouts. Members who choose to participate in this daily earning potential as a BFX independent business associate will receive their own back office business suite with marketing videos, personalized websites, email engine, and social tools to help them easily share BFX Standard and automate the follow-up process that can create sales. As an associate's network of referrals and sales grows, so does your daily earnings. With a unique focus on member education and professional guidance, we're replacing the broken model of network marketing and trading with a brand new social model of credibility, authenticity, and global opportunity. We're bringing together the brightest minds across multiple verticals and setting a new standard of financial empowerment at a time when people are searching for a better way. We are BFX Standard. We are BFX Standard. Join us today to gain access to a world of financial opportunity, learn the exciting crypto and Forex markets, and collaborate with a global network of trainers and trading professionals who can help you build the dream life you always wanted.
Welcome to BFX Standard, the new standard of finance.
Okay. Super excited to share that video with you. Super excited about this BFX and our partnership. So first, I would like to bring up our crypto king, Mr. Liciaga, and he can share with you, on why we're partnering up with BFX. And then from there, I'll let him introduce Coach Max and Ryan. If you guys missed the beginning, I am Deanna Butler, professor, and I'm super excited to partner up with BFX. Been rocking with David, for a while now. And so I'll just let him go ahead and share the idea. What's up, bro? Appreciate you.
Yo, I was just getting some almonds while you were talking, so.
Oh, you want me to pass the baton to Max or Ryan?
No, listen. I'll talk about my brother and my sister. Like, guys, here's the bottom line. And I do not say this lightly. When it comes to Forex, there is no one that I would trust more to teach you guys how to properly analyze the market, how to enter trades, how to be profitable, how to be consistent in the market, right? So understand that I do not say that lightly. And, just like when Tradera was brought to me, the only reason why I looked at it was because it was Max, and made a whole lot of money because it came from a reputable source. And for those of you that are on this call, what I really want you to remember is we created a massive wave in Tradera because I decided to listen to Max and we decided to work together. Then, we transitioned to Epic. And because, during the fall of Tradera, I convinced Max and Ryan, albeit from, with some teeth pulling and nudging and all that other stuff, to continue to provide value while we figured out what was going on with the company. And when it became obvious that the company wasn't working or going to work well or do us properly, we decided to, partner with Epic. And then we had a massive wave there. And this is the first time since that myself, Max, and Ryan are working together in that capacity. And, you might want to pay attention. One thing that I am very careful of when I talk is I do not try to take credit for everything. I understand that it was my team. It was the people that I am connected to and our collective efforts. And so, when I highlight people, and we have shown time and time again that we are not only capable, but adept and attuned to putting, gas in the car and making it go, you might want to pay attention when we all get together again. But, I'm going to turn it over to probably two of the best educators, live hosts in the Forex space, period, point blank. Coach Max and my brother Ryan, and, let them tell you what's going on at BFX, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit about the algorithm. And, but I'm going to shut up for now and turn it over to my sister and my brother.
Yeah,
absolutely. Can you guys hear me on tonight? Welcome in. What's up, everybody? Put some fire emojis in the chat. It's not enough energy on this call for me. I need to see this chat moving real quick because people don't know who is on the line. Turn up in this chat. Let me see some fire. Let's go right now, you guys. What's up? Good evening. Happy Friday to you all. Very excited. I'm looking for Ryan. Where are you? You are somewhere in here.
Let's go, y'all. Bring that energy. That's what I'm talking about, Coach Max.
There we go. Let's go. Here we are. All right. Yeah. So what's up, you guys? First of all, I want to give a major shout out to this team. Big shout out to my big brother, David. Major shout out to Deanna. This team is on fire and we are growing at a nonstop speed. So if you are not in, first of all, I just want to say that you want to get locked in. Really quickly, a lot of people know me, but they do not know exactly who I am to this space. And, I just want to kind of highlight that and why the partnership that Ryan and I have with BFX is so imperative to this space, because there's just nobody in this space, like David has said, that does what it is that we do. Let us remind you that a couple years ago, when we partnered with the Tradera platform, when we were there, Ryan and I taught hundreds of thousands of people for free. For absolute free. We gave value, we gave live sessions, we gave nonstop trading, we gave nonstop signals back to back to back. And, as the years kind of went by, we started to see a lack. Somebody put lack, L-A-C-K. We started to see a lack in the space for live trading that was efficient. Okay, there's a lack. If you look at other platforms out here, their live sessions are just not sufficient enough for what students need to be successful traders. So at this time, and I'm going to let Ryan kind of speak on this, because we really haven't seen anybody provide the type of content that we provide, the type of efficiency and consistency that we provide. So if you're not locked in with us, I don't know exactly what you're doing, just to be transparent, because the value that we bring to the table is just priceless. You honestly can't even pay for it. Y'all hear what I'm saying? When you are trying to change your life, if anything, this pandemic has taught you guys that you need multiple resources. You need multiple resources for different types of income. And please tell me, where can you make $1,200 an hour? $1,500 an hour. Where else? It's not in the travel space. It's not in the health and wellness space. It's not in any other spaces, right here in the capital and financial markets. Okay. And so with that being said, The both of us combined have over nearly a decade worth of trading knowledge. We have absolutely nothing to prove to anybody on this line. The only thing that we can tell you is that we do this for real. We do this every single day, and we will be providing the live trading and the live content to the BFX platform. Now, should you choose to get involved, it's entirely up to you, right? But we are here to let you know that there's only one Max and there's only one Ryan. So with that being said, I'm just gonna hand it over to Ryan Defreitas. What's up?
So can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, we got light skin.
What's up, y'all? You know,
Light skin in the house.
you know what I'm saying, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? What's up? How y'all doing? What's up, Deanna? What's up, David? Pleasure and honor to be on this call with you guys. You know, I have genuine love for both of you. And for everyone here, thank you for taking the time out your day to come hang with us. And just to piggyback off of what Max was saying, guys, we just in general are very, very picky with who we partner with, right? And you guys have probably understood that we've done this over and over again 2 times, right? So a lot of us have, there's 2 other companies that we were part of that we were kind of like, you know, I would say the glue to the company, right? And it's safe to say that we're going to do it again. And this is something that we have not really released to people yet. We were keeping it under wraps for a long time because we didn't know truly 100% if this was the right move, right? So a lot of people had their opinions like, is Max and Ryan here? Are they going to do this? And listen, I'm not going to lie to you guys. It took a lot for us to make this strategic partnership with BFX. It took a lot, all right? And the reason is because we want to make sure that you guys were okay, that you guys were protected, and that nothing would happen to this platform. That's the biggest thing. Max and Ryan, David, Deanne, we're going to be fine regardless if BFX was here or not. But the reason that we all came together collectively is because we see in the long run how the average person can come into this movement and make money and actually learn how to trade. And I think there's been a void in the space of just that. There's been a lot of Forex platforms, a lot of money-making things, network marketing companies, and it's like they're not actually delivering what you probably want them to deliver. You want fire signals, you will have that. You want live sessions that are fire, you will have that. You want a compensation plan that actually makes you good money, that the average person can come in, you have that. Do you want an app that literally syncs your account to your trades? So you just have to like swipe and just copy Ryan's trades. You have that. You have everything. What is your excuse now? Let me drink my little thing. You
Get
have no
some
excuse
water.
now. Yo,
Free. She free.
yo,
Pastor.
listen, when I tell you you have everything, it is $60 a month. Stop playing with yourself. Okay? Stop playing with yourself. It is $60 a month. Okay? And you're getting access to the best of the best. When it comes to the building, when it comes to the infrastructure, when it comes to the signals, the live sessions, the trainings, everything that you ever wanted. I don't see how anybody loses here. Even as a customer, I think one of the biggest things for me is, does the MLM structure stand firm without a compensation plan? That is the biggest thing. That's the biggest telltale sign of if a company is going to be successful or if it is going to crumble. Okay? And I'm telling you now that without a comp plan, you will love it. You will stick around. So now that we've added the comp plan, it's game over. Okay? It is game over. And I want you guys to understand the level and the caliber of people that are working together. We have the best of the best lawyers, best of the best marketers, best of the best traders, best of the best software development app developers in the world on this platform. All together at the same time.
At the same time.
Literally for real. Okay? Like it is, and I'm not exaggerating. I know I sound super exaggerating right now, but I'm not. Trust me. I would not say it if I did not mean every single word that I'm saying to you. We have literally the best of the best. Okay. And we are protected legally, funded well, and know exactly how to help the average person. The average person probably hates trading or hates network marketing because they've been burned so many times. But let's face it, we've all been burned. Okay. The last relationship you in, you probably got burned, but is that going to stop you from loving again? Right? Is that going to stop you from opening your heart to someone else who truly wants that love, right? Who needs that love from you? No. So I'm not going to let my past experiences dictate what I'm doing now. And I'm not going to lie to you. I did not want to do this. Max will tell you, she did not want to do this. We did not want to do this. But we realized those past failures, those past relationships, those past businesses, whatever it was, whatever you want to call it, right? Just because those didn't work out to the T doesn't mean that this can't. And
nor does it define our integrity.
no, it does not. It does not at all, right? So to me, 100%, I'm willing to partner with Max, with David, with Deanna, with BFX, with everyone here, and make sure that this is successful, right? And we have everything that we've ever wanted on a platform. So, like seriously, you know, everything that I've ever wanted in a platform that's able to help the average person. So you can come in, okay, you can come in and literally be a customer and make, you know, I don't know if I can say that, but okay, you can come in and be profitable. I'll say that, okay? You can come in and be profitable, then okay. Right? You can actually learn from the best of the best for less than $100 a month. You're not getting that anywhere. You're not getting crypto educators, Forex educators, signal providers, all of this stuff. You're not getting that. Okay? For more than what we're giving you. It's not going to work. So we realized that we came together as a collective and said, listen, we want to bring the best of the best together, bring it for a platform that's low cost, low barrier to entry, and provide you with something that you would never be able to replicate anywhere else. Think of Amazon and how they just have everything all at once. It's a central hub, right? This is exactly what BFX is. It's a central hub where you have the best of the best when it comes to financial education, right? You put it all together, give it to you for a low price. And if you like it that much, you can refer others. It's that simple, right? The goal is not for you to go out and it's like, hey, just build. And like, you know, blindly don't even look at the products. Don't even, you know, go into your back office. Don't even come to a session. That's not what we're saying here. We're saying, listen, if you come in and you take the chance with us, you're going to love it here. You're going to love the back office. You're going to love the products. You're going to want to tell people naturally how great everything is. And of course, we're going to pay you from that. And that's another great aspect that Max and myself actually really wanted to do. You know, it was like, how do we help the people win? Because I'll tell you one thing, and Eric Worre said this, right? The business of the 21st century is network marketing. Okay, and that's a fact. There is no other way that you can have hundreds of people, thousands of people winning so hard if it wasn't for network marketing. No other industry can replicate that and do what we do in this industry. It can't get done. It can't get done, right? You can have a single mother working at Taco Bell one day, 2 months later, she making $5,000 a month. You're like, God damn. You know, like it could switch like that. Okay, there's no other industry that can happen. So we realize how powerful it can be for the average person. Not Max, not Ryan, not David, not Deanna, not anyone else. The average person can come in who maybe has never been exposed to network marketing and have a residual income on top of learning. That was the power, right? What I missed so much was having everybody win. And if you guys know Max and myself, that's what we try to do for everyone, right? On our sessions, on our trainings, that we try to make y'all win, right? So this is another layer of you being able to win. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, things are going to get rougher here. Some of y'all with Corona, you know what I'm saying, and the pandemic, and it got tough for y'all. Okay, it got tough for y'all. It didn't get tough for me. It didn't
Just
get tough
saying.
for Max.
At all.
It helped us actually. I'm just like, I'd be like, Corona, what? I'm still in my house chilling. Like, what's up?
Doing the same things we was doing before the pandemic started. That's the
changed for me.
power.
Right? Because no one could say to me, hey, you can't work now. Someone couldn't say to me, hey, sorry, gotta lay you off. Corona, pandemic, sorry, sir. Huh? Excuse me? No. Right? And I'm trying to talk to y'all so you can really understand that it's only going to get worse. All right. Things in this in our economy here, in the world in general, like, we don't know what's going to happen, right? But what you can control is your streams of income. Maybe this is now a wake-up call, a light bulb to open that other stream of income. Because if you're not where you want to be, trust me, you don't want to wait another 2, 3 years, 4 years to try to make something happen. Now is the time. Okay, now is the time to get serious. If you need that extra 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever it is for you, I believe this platform will give you the ability. I'm not promising and saying that it's going to give it to you. I'm saying it will give you the opportunity and ability to get what you want. That's what I truly believe in my heart. You know, and yes, you can take the signals, the live sessions, make money or trade account, cool. But I'll be real with you. Everybody loves some residual income. Something you can just depend on every month coming in, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever it is. I don't care if it's $500. When it's residual, it's a beautiful thing, right? You have to work once hard and you get it residually, right? And we understood that we had the most people winning ever on our team when we had that aspect attached to it. When we had a compensation plan residual, we had thousands and thousands of people with lives changed. Like, I know single moms that were making 5 figures and they were working at some busted job. And I'm just like, how? How did you just kill it like this? Right? And so there's so many ways to win with us. And as you guys can tell, I'm really passionate about it because I truly think it's going to change the game, because it is going to change the game, because we're here. So we have no choice but to change the game.
Right.
Okay.
And so, I just want to highlight real quick that, you know, Ryan and I have spent the last, 10 months or so, just really all of 2022, redefining how we trade. So guys, like, when I tell you, like, our trading now is just so consistent.
Is anyone TT Elite in here?
And so proficient that I don't think you guys understand that, you know, we always say to each other, like, man, if we had a us back when we got started, where would we be now? And to be educators that can give you guys efficient markups, teach you clarity, teach you how to enter trades, exit trades, teach you trade management, risk management live in the market. I'm not talking about master classes and all this other stuff people trying to do. Is cute. We're talking about actually being in the market at the appropriate time, taking live setups in front of you so that you can learn on your own how to be efficient on your own, right? That actually duplicating independent traders. So I'm excited about that, you guys. And, you know, I hope that you guys see the value of what we bring to the table. Like I said, we have absolutely nothing to prove to anybody on this line. We do what we do, and we do it in real life, right? So with that being said, we're going to pass the call back to our big brother, David, who forced us to work together in the first place. We're not going to go there on this call, but yeah. Bring it back to David. And thank you, Deanna, for bringing us on and having us as guests on the line.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I remember those beginning days when they were forced to work together. Thank you, bro. Let's see what David got for us. What's up with this algorithm? How's those numbers looking?
Yo, and that's what I want to talk to everyone here about. If you come into BFX and you do not get this algorithm, respectfully, you are stupid. Like I don't even know how else to say
Bro.
that. No, listen,
Right.
and I'm going to let you guys know why. This thing is averaging about 800% compounded every single 2 years. Okay? I'm about to tell you what that works out to. If you put 5 grand in and you let it sit for 6 years, okay? Literally, if you let that 5 grand sit for 6 years and just compound, and we are on track to do 800% every 2 years compounded, that means your 5 grand turns into 2.5 million. By year 8, it means that it is turned into over 18 million. Okay? So respectfully, and I mean this, and I'm not like really trying to hammer home. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad, but if you do not get this algorithm in this company, you've missed the entire point. And I will also say this, if you are building this company and all you sell is the Forex education and you don't ever talk about the algorithm, you miss the entire point. I love Max, I love Ryan, right? I love what they do. I don't think they're better educators or live session providers in the Forex space, hands down. I don't think anyone else could do what they do. And I always say that, but let me tell you what the problem is with education, okay? Education as a product. And I have said this on multiple calls. I will say it again right now. The problem is, think about if you went to college. When you went to college, did you go there with the expectation that you were going to be in school for the rest of your life? Throw it in the chat, not a rhetorical. If you went to college, did you go there with the expectation that you were going to be in school for the rest of your life? All right, so maybe, because maybe you guys just don't get this, right? 4 years, in and out, right? Unless you're going for your master's, and then it's like 5, 6. Unless you're going for your doctorate, and then it becomes 9, right? But you do not expect to be there for forever. And so, as much as I love what my brother and my sister do, as much as I love what Courtney brings to the table in terms of his educational background and the platform, right? It is meant for you to go through and eventually learn how to do it for yourself. And like Max has said, for the last 2 companies that we have been in together, right? She wants to teach you to become the signal. Right? I'm just, if you've been with us and you've heard this language. And so the reason why I'm telling you, you know, if you're missing the mark, if you don't get this algorithm, is because you are. Okay, it's because you are. Now, why are you missing the mark? Well, let's talk about it from a building perspective. From a building perspective, does it make sense for you to push a product that people are eventually going to get off of? Nope. Right? Am I the only one? If you are selling, if you are coming at it from the mindset of, I am going to build a business here, does it make sense to push a product that people will eventually outgrow? Once again, not rhetorical, guys. Help me out in the chat. I'm really trying to go ahead and let you guys see, if you're thinking about building, why it is you need to be pushing the algorithm, okay? So as much as I love education, I know people do not go to college forever. But watch this. How many of you have family members or have friends or know professionals that have the same people managing their 401k today as they did 30 years ago. I know I do. I know I do. So from a business perspective, just from a building perspective, does it make sense to only talk about something that people are going to come to with the mindset of, I'm going to get in and out and when they come to MLM education, I'm going to let you know, they don't treat it like college. I'm gonna try to get in and get all the information I can in 30, 60, 90 days and learn everything. And then I'm going to be the GOAT, right? That's how they approach it. Like they could do what we've been doing for years and learn it all in a quarter. Okay, so I'm letting you know, or does it make more sense to push a product that people will, that not randomly, but will put their funds in, and their funds will grow, and then in order for them to continue to see their funds to grow, they need to pay a subscription. To me, the latter makes a lot more sense. And to me, and I can only talk for me, while I'm learning Forex, so let's say you're a customer and you are brand new to Forex. You have never done Forex in your life. You want to know why you need the algorithm? While you're learning to make your money actively by trading, and while you are actively taking trades in order to grow your small account into a larger account, you need your money working in the background for you passively so that eventually your active money can catch up to your passive money. So if you're coming at it just from a student standpoint, you need it because it's stupid to leave money on the table. If you are a trader and you are accomplished and you have faith in the market, then let me go ahead and tell you why it is that you also need it. Because if you already know how to trade Forex, right? You know, just like I know, not every single day is going to be a winning day. And even if you are the best trader, and even if you are always having winning sessions, guess what notoriously happens this time of year? Right after Thanksgiving or leading up into Thanksgiving, the volume dries up and it becomes more difficult to trade. December for 90% of serious traders is a no trade month, and half of January is a no trade month as well, maybe all of January. So end of November to end of January is a period of time where the setups aren't going to be as regular because there is not the same volume in the market. And this happens every single year. You could go through any of your MT4s and any of your volume plugins that you got, or you could go right to TradingView and take a look at the volume, and you could fact check me if you think I'm wrong. Actually, I can let Max fact check me right now. Does not the volume dry up the end of the year, Max?
Seasonally speaking, yeah, the volume is different this time of year.
Right? It changes the way you trade. So when I saw, and so I got excited because I was like, listen, I know what Max do, I know what Ryan do, and da-da-da-da-da. But I also, when I saw the numbers from the algo in a live account from the hedge fund that it was in, cannot name the hedge fund, okay? Why not? Because it's all wrapped up in an NDA, and if we violate the NDA, then we might not be able to sit there and offer the algorithm to you. So not gonna happen. We cannot show you their results. Why not? Because it's wrapped up in the NDA. If we go ahead and we show you those results, right, then we might not be able to offer it to you, but we can tell you what it did. On April 1st, 2018, they had 100 Bitcoin. This is when Bitcoin was just shy of $7,000. Okay, so they had about 700 grand. Rounded up. As of September 1st this year, only from using the algorithm and compounding, it was over $26.2 million. Okay, now I might not be great at math, but I could go ahead and I can count 2018 to 2019, 2019 to 2020, 2021 to 2020 to 2021, 2021 to 2022. 4 years, not even half a decade, 700K to 26.2 million. I think people should pay attention. Okay? Now, if your 401k is doing those kind of numbers, God bless you. Let me know who manages your 401k. You show me any numbers close to that, I guarantee you, whatever money I have in my 401k, I am taking and I am transferring it to their control immediately. Immediately. I won't even think twice about it. And I know hedge fund owners personally. I know hedge fund owners that literally are hitting about 20% per year, and that is considered godly. You guys remember Bernie Madoff? You guys remember that guy? The Ponzi King?
No.
Bernie Madoff? You remember him? You know why people were tripping over their shoelaces to give him money? Because he was guaranteeing about 15% a year, 15%. People were tripping to give this man money for 15%.
Actually, technically speaking, because I'm a trade nerd, he was actually promising 1% a month. Technically, that is what he promised. 1% a month, and people were going crazy.
Yep. If you do the math, it's about 15% a year, bro. But watch this.
I just like being critical.
I know, but watch this. You want to see what our results are? These are the live results. Non-compounded, by the way, from the algorithm. 2018, from April until the end, 71.71%. 2019, 107%, not compounding. So if you were taking $1,000 trades, every single trade, you would have made 107%. 2020, 146%. Take a look at these numbers monthly, because we have the data monthly and can show this to you. 133%. If you're anything like me, you know your crypto portfolio has suffered this year, right? They're up 75% without compounding. Okay, watch this. I'm about to give you my numbers. My numbers since I put it in. Can you all see this? Let me make this bigger, just so you know. For those of you that have eyesight problems, you know, y'all can see this. Look at the date, 10/23. $5,000, right? First trade was on 24, 7.1%. Next trade was on the 28th, 1.8%. Next trade was the 31st, 4.5%. Did shy of 1% on 0.1% on the 31st again. Then it oops, did this one come in twice? Let me remove this so I'm being honest, okay? I'm sorry about that, guys. There we go. Oops, let me just move all these up. That's how we're going to do it. Let's see. We're going to do this. Yes, fix it. There we go. All right, guys. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. I gotta fix this real quick. I'm sorry, guys. This is B8 times C8. And this is B9 times C9, okay? We're getting this fixed right here. All right, guys, I am letting you see right now, what this really looks like, okay? Because I don't want there to be any confusion. These are my numbers right now. You know, and this was the 4th. Today was the 4th, 11/4. This is what it really looks like, guys. Okay. So 23rd, this is less than 2 weeks. This is less than 2 weeks. My money has made in 2 weeks what Bernie Madoff was promising for an entire year, that people were tripping over their shoelaces to give him money for. I'm saying it so you really get it. My money made in 2 weeks without me doing jack, without me touching anything, has made what people were tripping over to give Bernie Madoff. A year, his annual percentage realized in 2 weeks. That's ridiculous. All right, now, is there an extra cost to it? Yeah, it's $300 a quarter, or it's $1,000 for the year. The membership for, the membership for the trade alerts, the Forex education, you need that in order to get the algorithm. You cannot get the algorithm without that. How much is the membership? It's $150 down and $60 a month. Or I don't know all the ones for 3 months, 6 months, but I know if you come in as a customer and you want to pay for a year, it's $810. So if you want all in for an entire year, the education and the algorithm, we're talking about $1,810. It's paid in crypto, crypto in, crypto out. It allows us to be aggressive, but that also means that when you sit there and you earn crypto, guess what happens? You can take that crypto and throw more into this algorithm in order to make you more money. Does that make sense to everyone? 777 in the chat if that makes sense to everybody.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, bro. That's huge. Y'all, I hope y'all heard them. If it's over, you got questions, drop those in the chat. All right.
Listen, yeah, if you got questions, I'm going to let you know. If you minimum balance absolutely is 1,000. That's an absolute minimum. 2,000 is suggested. Personally, if you are prepaying for a year, I suggest that you have a $5,000 balance or more. Because if not, I would tell you pay for 3 months. This way you have more of your money working for you. That's how funky I'll keep it with you guys. And I'll let you know, for the builders out there, for those of you that are like, I want to build this as a company, I'm not going after networkers. I'm going after customers. Because listen, I love my networking community. I love you to death. But you all know how to whine like the best of them. My goodness. You must be Jamaican, Trini, Bayesian, and all wrapped up in one. Because, y'all whine for real. Right?
Yeah.
A customer, I come here and I show them these numbers. Guess what? They ain't got nothing to say to me except thank you. Or David, can I take you out to dinner? Because you done made my family so much money. Let me take you out to dinner, bro. They don't complain about volume. They don't complain about leg balances. And all my customers are signing up for 3 months minimum. So when my customers come in your organization, you have volume that lasts for 3 months minimum. Most of the time, it's a year. And then that helps you hit the ranks. And, I'm not even going to talk about the ranks or the comp plan, because if you don't see, and respectfully, I'll say this, if you don't see the value in the product, then I don't even want you taking a look at the comp plan, period. I know the value that we are giving is so much that if you don't see the value, then you don't deserve to earn money by promoting it. You don't deserve it. So get in, lock your spot, pay your membership first, and then worry about where the money's coming from. But I'll let you know, I've seen the comp plan, and the comp plan is aggressive.
Ooh.
questions, comments, concerns, queries. If you guys are started with a different balance and you want to see what your numbers would have been like over the last 2 weeks, drop it in the chat and I'll just update it so you guys can actually see it.
I know some people I've gotten questions. Yep, $1,000. Yep, that's what I was gonna say. That's how I've gotten questions. But what if I start with $1,000? Still great. Better than Chase.
Listen, $1,000, some of you would have made more off of this algorithm than you've ever made in MLM.
Yeah. Or
Like,
withdraw
no
or
cap.
withdraw from Forex.
no cap.
Just say it,
Not me, I'm just saying, but some of y'all,
Yes.
this would be more money than you've ever made in Forex or MLM, or both of them put together. Some of y'all, not all of y'all.
Shay J, at least he honest.
Listen, y'all can say a lot of things.
Well, Coach Max and Ryan is gonna get us straight. But those that haven't had a withdrawal, he's gonna get us straight. That's why it's important. That's why we're on this call. Yeah. It's gonna
Listen, like here's the crazy part. You know where I want to get to? This is where I want to get to.
say what about
This
10?
is where I want to get to. 100K. Listen, I was just running these numbers. These were the monthly numbers so far, right? Watch this. If I had 100K working in this from January 1st, roughly 2021 until September 1st, 100K would have turned into nearly 500K. Oh, I just heard something, right? Yeah, keep spitting, keep spitting. You're Conway the machine right now. You spitting for real.
Yeah.
Right? But the reason why I want you guys to see this, is because you don't understand, and I mean this with so much due respect, you don't understand that people that have their money in 401ks actually got this kind of money laying around. Listen, I take a look at my parents and what they got in their 401k outside of their pension. Now, I ain't putting their business out here, but even with it taking the hit that it took this year from the market going south, they got a lot more than that. A lot more than that. Because if you work for 40 years, you better better have more than 100K to retire.
Big facts, bro. Big facts.
So listen, I'm going to stop the share and I'm going to tell you what I'm using it for. And then you guys decide what you are using it for. All right. I put in 5K. Why? Because I got 3 kids, 16, 14, 5. All right. 16-year-old will be in college in 2 years. He's taking out loans for sure. Right. But by the time 2 years comes, that 5 grand should be 40 grand or more. By the time he's 2 years in college and my middle son is going to college, right? It should be up to 300 grand or more. By the time my oldest graduates, it should be 2.5 if we just stay on trajectory, which means guess what I get to give him as his graduation gift? I get to withdraw from my profits and pay off all his loans, lump sum. And for those of y'all paying your student loans, listen, I don't even need to say that. I could just say for Max and me, because I know how much Max paid in her student loans and how much mine are, right? Because we've talked about that. I could just say that would have been a blessing to start my adult life at 0. Listen, to start if y'all got kids, you have the opportunity, if they are teenagers right now, to allow them to start their adult life at 0, not with a haul. All right, so I plan on taking out probably 200 to go ahead and pay that off once he graduates. Right, 2 years later, my middle son graduates. By then, based on that, 17, 18 mil. Those are the numbers. We're talking 6 years from now, 5 grand to 18 mil based on the past performance. That's what we're looking at, guys. That's what we're looking at. And guess what? When they decide to get married, guess what my gift is to them? Their house.
Man, I hope these parents is listening right here. You know, I ain't got no kids yet, but this is the game plan. This is the blueprint. Like Coach Max said, set them up for success. You know, it's kind of like what
during all that time, learn to trade. And then guess what? Because you have these great mentors here that actually trade and know how to do it, right? Anytime you get messed up or anytime you forget what to do, guess what you get to do? Come back and get a refresher course. Listen, like my last pastor said, I'm preaching better than you responding. That's all I got to say. I'm preaching better than you're responding. And if you can't say amen, say ouch, right? Like those are the two takeaways. But I'm serious. Listen, if y'all get in, love you to death. If you come just for the education, get what you got. But if I don't see you upgraded for the algo, I'm like, oh, they must not really be serious about their money. And then I will only have one conversation with you all about it. And if you still decide not to do it, then it's on you. But I've been saying for a long time, I have no problem buying the island, but you better be able to get there yourself. Because I am paying nobody's plane ticket. And it's only chartered flights. You hear me? You hear what I'm saying? Don't miss this boat. Don't miss this boat. And the beauty of this algorithm is that all your funds stay in your own Binance or your own KuCoin account. The company doesn't have control over it. And unlike every other company that says that they have a crypto algorithm and you don't actually see it traded, you just need to trust their numbers. They even don't take a percentage. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Most of y'all don't even know how the brokers work when they're dealing with, you know, your 401k or your 403b. Most of y'all don't even know that they're taking a percentage of every single trade. That's how come they don't charge you anything up front. And when you're young and when you're not making a whole bunch of money, that sounds like a real good deal to you. But all of a sudden, you have 500, 800K, $1 million, 2 million, 5 million in your account, and they're taking a percentage of every trade. I bet you would be a lot happier paying a flat $2 grand a year to get the results. That's all I got to say. Yeah. I ain't taking my mic because I like it. I ain't dropping it, but yeah, that's a mic drop right there.
I was gonna say, here we go, drop it.
Right. So listen, guys. If you're not in, get back to the person that invited you here. Make sure your spot is locked. If you're in and you haven't paid, fix it.
Take action.
Fix it. Because what I can promise you is this. I am not giving my time, energy, or effort for people that are not active. Will not do it. Period, point blank. Max and Ryan aren't going to show up and train people that aren't active. And you're definitely not getting the algorithm if you're not active. And right now, we are at the beginning of the month that traditionally cryptos all boom. So if you do not get in, like, you want to know why you need to get in right now, like the algorithm right now? We just had Bitcoin just boosted 5% today. Ethereum went up 8% today. Doge went up like 6.5%, 7% today. This is a month where cryptos always do well. We have this month until about February January is sometimes hit or miss, but traditionally November's a good month, December's a good month. January's hit or miss, February is a good month. And then we see where the market is for crypto, typically in March. So you don't want to, you want your money working for you when everything's going up. Listen, sis, I ain't got nothing else to say.
Hey, I think you done said it all. I know Coach Max just had to run, get her daughter fed for the evening. So make sure you say thank you to her. Oh, Ryan's still on. Thank you so much. David just dropped some gems right here. I hope you guys were listening. If not, I'm gonna make sure you get the replay because, a lot of things is really deep, and it goes further than just the sign up, just this, just that, like he talked about some retirement things, he talked about college savings investments, right? I'm 100K in debt when it comes to college because, I didn't have these opportunities, but I see, I feel it. And this is why I'm trying to create them for, my family to come because it's so important to set them up for success out the gate. I'm like, wow, I could be above and beyond if I had these type of things, success already planned out for me. And then, the sky's is the limit. But guess what? We still gonna get there, right? In the midst of it, because I'm gonna take heed, right? I'm gonna take action. When Coach Max and Ryan mentioned they did thousands of hours complimentary, I was one of those students in the background, took full advantage. I am not lying. I gotta find the notebooks, but I took full advantage because I'm an educator. I've been in school, so I know the value. Like the value that they were giving back then, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get this again. Because now, yes, they are charging as they should. You get what I'm saying? As they should be. And if not more, because again, I've been, I've invested in education. Even in my officiating, I invested 5-10 grand a year over summers. And so I know that once you invest in that, what the returns are going to be. And so I'm just going to, we're going to wrap things up. You're in the right place. Coach Max and Ryan are going to get you right with your technicals, your fundamentals, and you can apply them in any market, Forex, crypto. I use Coach Max and what Ryan's taught me when I'm looking at charts with David for crypto stuff, right? We just went over some things last night, King Kong, right? You guys were on the call. We just went over some things the other day. We were on the charts. I used those same skills that I learned from them a few years ago. And I go back and I tap in. I was just on Ryan's YouTube call last week. Like David said, when you need that refresher, you go back, right?
Yeah,
But then
I remember.
Yes, and then you become your own signal. I've done a couple of their boot camps, and then the next thing is David, this algorithm. Okay, I have a 401k, I have a 403b. I've talked to and here's the thing: think outside. There's a lot of people right now with money. You heard Coach Max and Ryan say they are unbothered. Right? There's so many individuals, right? When I step into the locker room for my games 4 or 5 times out of the week, they have nothing negative to say. So guess what? I'm in the locker room. You need the algo, you need the algo, you need the algo, right? Because guess what? They're just customers like David said. And I'm with Max and Ryan. Some of these network marketing companies just did not do things right, especially when it came to Forex as its product. All right. Just period. They did it all wrong. And that's why I stayed back behind. Right. Shay J, they all left. My upline from the Tradera, the Epic, they left. I just chilled, logging in with Max, still just logging in, just learning still. Met David July. And then from there, plugging in with him, still plugging in with Max and Ryan's TTA stuff. I haven't done any network marketing anything outside of, and since Epic, aside of, me, David with the King Kong Matrix, this is it. And the only reason why I'm able to make this decision, and I agree with Ryan, is because of the leadership. They do things right. Right? We are products of the product. And that's why I'm so, excited about this, and I'm convicted. And I want you guys to understand that whatever happened in the past, whatever, I just put on my Twitter today, like, it is so sad, like how network marketing has some of these people, like their feelings are just so hurt. And a lot of these individuals were leaders. And I'm just like, why don't you look in the mirror? You did it wrong. And it's the like Ryan said, we're going to be able to take over the masses. And the way we can do that is the power of referrals, right? The word of mouth referrals is more infectious than anything on the planet. We say, hey, go buy these Jordans. Hey, go listen to DJ Khaled's album. Hey, go buy this Starbucks. It's all the same thing. All right. So I'm gonna wrap things up. David, did you have anything?
Listen, I'm just gonna say one thing, and don't be the one, and please do not be the one that sits there and waits for your favorite artist to go ahead and grab hold of this, and then they're the ones talking about it. Because I just told D, like I just told D today, like what, and you know I just told Courtney today, like one of the guys that I need to talk with next week. He's literally in concert tomorrow with the baby. And guess what? Frankly, he's already in KKM as well. So don't let those people get a jump on you. You're hearing about it first, but I'll let you know. I have never felt so confident about bringing something to the people that I know in the entertainment space as this, because I can say, listen, bro, just put 50 racks in it. Put 50 in, and don't even think about it. Because a lot of y'all don't know how deep I was in music. But if you go through the John Lennon songwriting contest winners, you'll see me there. Like I was deep in music. I know a whole lot of people.
Hey, Lavrell Barron is asking about the comp plan. Do you have a couple minutes to go over that? He's asked a couple times on these sessions.
Listen, download the comp plan. It'll be in the back office. And like I said, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, guys. I'm not going to sit and go over comp plan where people haven't even upgraded, because if you don't see the value of it, then trying to understand the comp plan, you know, we could have a builder's call for that for sure, right? But I'm not going to do it. People need to know the power of our product. And when people understand the power of our product, if and when they decide to start marketing it, that's when everything is going to click. And we want this to be a lot more organic than other builds have been. And I can say this just for the builders on this call. I love the fact that we could go ahead and we could throw thousands of people at it. But you want to know how come so many people have failed and their organizations have crumbled? It's because they built it with people that were only interested in getting money from the compensation plan. In the last company, Max, Ryan, myself, Deanna, we're all in together, right? Epic. I remember having a conversation with David McCovey, knowing I had called out over 1,000,000% growth, 1,000,000% growth in a year on my crypto calls. And I'm like, I just don't get why anyone would be leaving Epic when we're doing this. And Ryan and I just talked about this today. And the problem was people weren't plugged in. So the only thing they were worried about was their comp plan money. And so what I am trying to avoid this time around is people only worrying about the comp plan money. So get situated first, right? You have to walk someone through getting the algo. Listen, get it. Daddy, if you need help, you need to set up an API in KuCoin or Binance. They give you instructions, just making sure that their money is in USDT and in their trading account on KuCoin, okay? But I'm going to create a video because I'm setting people up. This is how much I believe in the algo, and I'll leave with this because I have another call starting in 40 minutes. I believe in the algo so much that when I am getting people started on the algorithm, I sit down and take control of their computer to make sure that it's set up right. And I will only do that with a customer. So hope that sheds some light. Hope that gives you guys some insight. I ain't got no more words for y'all except God bless y'all and have a great night on purpose. And you know, with that, D, I got to sign off and get some water for my for my next call.
I guess we will share you, okay? Nice just teasing you. Thank you so much, David. Appreciate you. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate both of you. I'm gonna stay on just in case anyone has any questions, needs help getting set up and upgrading. Bro, I'll talk to you later. Ryan, I will
Yep.
see you on the charts. Hey, Ryan, real quick. I don't know if you see.
What's up?
Hey, my GJ trade, y'all. Charlotte, you were on that trade, okay? That analysis, everything that I went over, if y'all were on that call, it came from Ryan and Max. And if you took that trade, we 600 pips. But I was
Oh,
able
that's
to
fire.
do that because of the TDA, the top-down analysis that I've learned from these guys over the years. So I appreciate you. I know I've been in
Appreciate
the
you too,
background.
homie.
Can't wait to meet you, hang out with you, and make some more money and, you know, help
Of
lives.
course. Of
let's do
course.
this.
You already know. You already know.
Does anyone have any questions for Ryan? He's still here, y'all. You better get him while you can.
I'm still here for y'all. I got some time. What's up?
Y'all got questions?
If
Come on,
y'all have any, it's all right if y'all don't, but I mean,
Okay. Cool.
I'm here for a little bit.
Cool. So, all right, no questions? All right. Well,
No, they're typing them. They're typing them. Trust me, it's coming. You know.
Okay.
Hey Ryan, how light skin are you? On a scale of 1 to 10. It's coming. Watch.
Someone throw that
That's
question.
it's a 12.
Okay. Okay. So you want to? All right. I got you, Norvell. All right. So you guys, I will share the comp plan with you. Give me a second. Let me bring that up. All right, because I know there's some individuals that are interested. Okay. So let me bring that up for you. It's funny when my presentation shows up. The first picture is Ryan, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Norvell, let me go through this, and maybe Ryan, and since Ryan is here, he probably help me out if I miss out on, if I don't.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I fully understand. We covered a lot of this, you know. Courtney Logan, he was on our call a few weeks ago. I personally had the pleasure to meet him, you know, in person.
Gotta love Courtney. That's my guy.
I can speak on him more if you guys are interested in that. All right, there's our guy, Coach Max and Ryan, y'all. Hey, drop some 7-7 y'all. Ryan, are those locks? You have dreads in your
Right.
Yeah?
Or
braids?
No,
Okay.
they're braids. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, okay, if you come to Cali, I got you. I'll twist you up.
Hey, I'm gonna take you up on it.
Yep. All right. I don't know why this is taking forever. Let it come up. I probably have too much on my computer right now. Norvell, we're getting to that comp plan. And Norvell, you can mute yourself if you'd like to and ask some direct questions because I'm not sure what direct question you may have. Or if you just want to hear it all. So Ryan, you can assist me, or if you want to go, do you want to go through it, Ryan?
Honestly, I really can't because I'm about to leave in like 5 minutes, but I just want to stick around to, answer some questions on the fly because I'm actually getting ready for another meeting, like a actual physical meeting.
Okay, all right, I got you. Okay, so just for everyone, to join BFX, to get access to, the Forex education, crypto education, the app, the crypto exchange platform, the BSI, it's $150, all right? It's $150 for the technology access pass, and it's $60 a month. Now, if you want to be an influencer or an associate and share the idea, refer others, then it's going to be an additional $15. So it's $165 for access, and then it'll be $75 a month. All right. If you guys understand that part, drop some 7-7s in the chat for me. Make sure we're all clear there. Let's see. I'm not going to move on until I see the 7-7s. All right. Cool. We're clear. All right. Now, dual rewards plan. Here's a disclaimer. Basically, we're not responsible. All right. Now, this is what I'm most interested in on the comp plan side. Refer 3 and it's free. Okay, so why not? Go out, share the idea with 3 individuals. All right. Your membership is free, and either they're paying the 60 to 75 monthly, or they've went out and duplicated as well. And they refer 3. Okay. Drop some 7-7s in the chat if we understand that. Refer 3 and it's free. All right, either their customers or their business associates as well. We understand? Cool. All right. Now get paid like a pro. All right, there's an enrollment bonus. All right, you get customer acquisition bonus, $40 on the first that is not worded right. Customer acquisition bonus of $40 on your first 3 sales, basically, right? So if you go back here, you refer these 3, right? You're gonna get $40 each. Somebody in the chat, what's 40 times 3? Somebody in the chat, drop that for me. Y'all know, I gotta make sure y'all with me and paying attention, right? And so that's what your enrollment bonus would look like. Somebody drop that in the chat yet? All right, come on, we in Forex, we're numbers. There we go. All right, 120, right? All right, so
There you go.
you got to get 120. Okay, now you get a personal coded bonus. On the 4th sale onward, you'll get additional $15 on all your personally sponsored people. You'll get paid daily. All right, starting with that 4th sale. So I'm gonna scroll down a little bit so you can see that here, right? Here's your 4th sale right here, that William. Boom. Okay, you can see that. 1 to 3 place $40 each. Now you're free. The 4th sale and beyond, you activate the $15 infinity code, right? That's that personal coded bonus. On your 4th person and beyond, your first 3 sales, okay, brings in their first 3 until infinity, you'll make $15. Okay, so from their first sale, your first 3, right? Out of their first sales until infinity, you're going to make $15, as we can see, right? You see all these $15 from infinity and beyond, all right? Okay, now you can get paid, you get a match to team member. So when the 4th guy comes in, guy number 4, AK and William, makes $15 and you do as well, all right? William comes in, all right, he's making these $15 and you're making $15 as well here. Okay, does that make sense? Drop some 7-7s. It's right here. So when William makes his 4th sale, he earns a $15 coded bonus and you get a $15 coded match. Right, perfect, right? So if Alicia comes in, she's my 4th sale. She goes out, she brings Shay J in, Alicia gets $15 and I get $15 as well, okay? Now, next one is Trinity overrides on 3 lanes. And so you'll get a percentage here. If you have questions there, maybe Ryan can help us out with that percentage there. But once I scroll down here, here's the comp plan, Norville, all right? Now, this is when we get to meet our ranks. For those of us that are, network marketers, builders, influencers, this comp plan is exciting, right? Because if you build it right, then you're help everyone, all this 250 people, they're all students, right? They're all, learning from Coach Max and Ryan. They're all, crypto algorithm customers. And that means we're doing it right. So everyone's excited, everyone's learning, everyone's crypto bag is building. And so now everyone is, excited to share this. And now as a team, this is a movement right now, right? Right. This is going to be a massive movement. So next thing you know, we're sharing everyone in our organization. You refer 10 people, 4 in your first leg, 4 in your second leg, 2 in your third leg. You're looking at an additional $175 a month. All right. You get excited. You go out, you share more, right? They share their profits, their experience with the Coach Max, Ryan's, and Courtney's. Next thing you know, you got 25 people in your organization. You're looking at $106 weekly and about $475 a month. Okay. And then it goes on. You can see your marketer 75. Now who in here can use an additional $925 a month? Drop some 7-7s. And I know I skipped it. Maybe some of us can use an additional $175, $475. Who in here can use an additional $925 a month? Drop some 7-7s if that's you. Passively sharing the vision and just saying, hey, come to class with me. Come learn this skill with me, right? Okay, nobody can use that additional $900. I'm going to brush some 7-7s because I know I can. All right. Okay. Now, here's the thing. You start to build, right? And you guys can see the numbers start to grow. All right. And so these are your weekly and monthly rewards. You can get up to mentor 40,000. That means you have 40,000 people in your organization. And that is so doable for each and every one of us that choose to be an associate, an influencer, a builder. That is so doable because we are in this company right now and we have not launched. We are in ground floor. Okay. I remember my first experience in network marketing was back in the days with like World Ventures. And I still talk to my buddy, Carlos Rogers now. You guys hear me refer to him, but he got in and he did that right. And bro is winning in life, right? I've seen him like the last 10 years make at least 50K a month, at least, right? Just by sharing the vision with people and being excited. Okay, so that is so doable for us, Norvell, you know, that are builders, network marketers, and associates that are interested in the comp plan. Okay, so you look at these numbers, and that's why I tell everyone that comes in as an influencer, I have that talk. What is your why? Why are you doing this? Next thing, what's your goal? What's your monthly goal? Because sometimes some of us just want an additional $1,000 a month. Maybe that pays that for that funky fresh car that you want, you know. Speaking of celebrities, you know, I think we'll have one come back around here. A lot of you guys play like PlayStation. Aluna, one of my good friends, you know, when she was in Epic with me, she said, you know what, I just want an additional $2,000. No. She said she wanted an additional $5,000 a month just to go buy designer clothes. Cool. That's your goal. And guess what? We just helped her get there, right? Okay, so that is the comp plan there. These numbers are doable for each and every one of us because of the timing of this project, all right? Of the timing of this business and the launch, okay? You do get the overrides. I believe that information is a little lower on the Trinity, but here's the packages. I know David went over them, but just to reiterate, okay? Here's the algo packages, $300 for access. Okay, you still have to pay your customer fees. And that's the 3 months, the 4 months. Yeah, that's a 4-month program. For a year, $1,000. So if you're in this for the long run, I highly suggest $1,000. Okay, getting in. And off of the algo, you'll get paid daily. So let's say today, I heard an individual in the chat say that they need some help with someone getting started with the algo. So today, once he gets them going, he's going to earn $60 today. All right. They decided to do the yearly pass, $200. All right. I did not mention the $2,500 pass. That's for our international clients. All right. If you want access to the Forex EA as well. Okay. But if you do have a customer, then that's an additional $500. All right. You get paid daily with the fast start bonuses. All right. Generation 1 is all direct sales are 20%. Generation 2, all indirect sales are 5%. Generation 1 are your direct sales. Generation 2 is your referrals direct sales. Do we all understand that? I know I went a little fast. You guys keeping up with me? 7 7s in the chat. Tell me to slow down. Ask a question if you do, please. Okay. Now here's the ranks and qualifications off of the daily bonuses, I believe, right? Once you get started.
This is hold on, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Help me out. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is actually based off of the algo stuff. So like so the check matches and these qualifications when you have different volumes with the algo. So this is only based upon like people who buy the algorithm. So this is like, I guess you can think of it like the compensation side or the extra bonus side for people who buy the algo.
Thank you. Okay, thank
No
you for
problem.
that correction. So this is, you know, if they have the algo, this is the bonus, right? So that additional, they upgrade. That's because that's what the algo essentially is, right?
Right, it's the upgrade. You're right. Mm-hmm.
So like you said, it's the upgrade, right? So now if you upgrade, then now you'll get an additional bonus here, right? So if you have algo customers, these are the numbers that we're looking at, right? Get a coded bonus of 2%. Generation 1 here, sorry, y'all, I'm a little here. Yeah, generation 1, you're a builder, then you become a pro builder, 4%. And you can see how it starts to build, right? You get to senior manager, right? Your numbers are there, senior manager. A lot of your customers are upgrading. And then we're looking at a team ring, right? What is that, like a kind of like a Super Bowl ring or something, right? And so that's what that looks like, right? And then you move up to director. I'm sure that's a Rolex right there. And we keep going. You get that Mercedes-Benz Generation 9 as an influencer, right? And so on. So definitely, if we're interested in this area, we can go into more detail as well. But again, I always have learned that, to understand the compensation plan is just to build the compensation plan and start working it as well. Okay. Check match rewards. Ryan, what is this? Is he there? And so I think the check match, go ahead, Ryan, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on. So where we at? The gen?
Yeah, the check match.
This the check matches. This is also on the algo. I'm sorry, excuse me. So when you upgrade, you'll get check matches. So when people upgrade, you get check matches. And then when they have people upgrade, you get check matches. And it's a whole check match infinity type thing. Again, but this is only based upon when they upgrade. So everything you've been showing the past like few minutes, this is like the upgraded, I guess, side of the comp plan, because there's a base, which is basically the trinary and like the upfront commissions. And then when you upgrade, there's all these extra bonuses. Hopefully that makes sense.
That makes all the sense. All right. Drop some 7-7s in the chat if that makes sense. Ryan just put that all together. So pretty much from here on, this is just the upgrade bonuses. Okay. We discussed the base comp plan. We went over all of that. Right. Here's the base comp plan. We went over the coded bonuses, the match bonuses, right? And then now here is your upgraded comp plan bonuses. Does anyone have any questions, the screener, on the comp plan? Okay. Pretty much the community team value, you may count up to 10% of packages sales towards your rank advancement based on your time, date, and stamp. No more than 50% can come from your strongest team. Anyone have any questions on the comp plan? Here's some rewards. Drop some 7-7s if you can use a GT53 right now. Let's go. Drop some 7-7s. You can use that Rolex, diamond rings. And this is pretty much it. Yeah. Okay. So get started now. We already went over the customer fee is $150. Okay. And then if you want access to the algo, you can upgrade and pay additional. Norvell Brown, any questions on the comp plan, sir?
No, you did good. I'm gonna go over it personally. I was trying to keep the noise down, then the dogs start to talk.
It's all good.
We're good. We're good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Does anyone else have any other questions? Or I know Ryan's getting ready for an event as well. Okay. All righty. Well, appreciate you all for hopping on tonight. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Ryan and Max. I know you dropped the link and there's some of your members on here, so I appreciate y'all for hopping on. Any of my API members or guests, make sure you get back to us in the chat to get your alert for showing up tonight. Also, too, let's make sure we upgrade our accounts before. Oh, Camille has a question. Hey, Camille, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering, when you do the algorithm, because I have a few people I can tell about the algorithm, but they're gonna ask me how long it's gonna take for them, because the money that you put in originally, it stays in your own wallet. David said, it's like you put in 1,000 or you put in 5,000,
yes,
but it stays in your wallet. But it's being held to trade. The bot is trading for you, right?
Yeah, so I can answer it for you really quick.
Sure.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay, what's up, Camille? So basically you're paying for the algorithm, and you can think of it like you're licensing the product, right? Because now you have your money in your own account, which you can withdraw at any point in time. But yes, they are running the algo for your personal account. So it's not like you're sending them any money, or they're just handling your money and you don't see it. You can see it 24/7 because it's your own personal account. You're basically paying for the software, hook up the software to your account, and then essentially just watch it grow. That's all that's happening.
Right. So how much are you paying for the software? And the next question I know they're gonna ask me is, okay, so if I put in $1,000 and they're trading and I'm getting money every day on average, because we know we can't be very specific, how long is it gonna
Right.
take for you to get back that 1,000?
So it does vary. Clearly, I can't
Yeah.
give you a concrete number like, oh, a couple weeks or a couple months, because
Right.
but what I can tell you is what the algo has done, in the
Right.
past, and it has done pretty well. Like giving, I think it's anywhere from like 5 to 50% a month kind of thing. Granted, that was in like a great bull market, so it really kills the bull markets, as far as like crypto, and which is actually great because crypto's been consolidating lately, right? And I
Right.
do believe crypto is going to get bullish again in 2023. We're going to have a nice bull run here again, because everything has kind of subsided and died down and just been consolidating for a while. So,
Right.
it's just another flow of the market. So I can't give you say, oh yeah, a couple months you're gonna get your money back.
Right.
We can't make any
Exactly.
guarantees, but
Exactly.
I can tell you that it is overall, I would say, good. Like I do think it is worth it. It's just about like, I'll tell you this: only put money that you can afford to lose. Like, don't put your 50K savings that that's all you have into it.
Gotcha.
That's just investment advice in general,
Yeah.
right? Like and again, I have seen the algorithm personally. I do like it. Will I be putting some money into it? Yes, I will, of course. But will I be putting my whole life savings? No. Okay.
No.
Because
Right.
everything has to be diversified, right? So what I would say is, even if the algo really intrigues anyone on this call, you put a little bit into it, see how it goes, right? And then as you start to see after a couple of weeks or a month, okay, you can put more into it, right? Like you kind of baby step yourself into it. You don't have to go all in, in the beginning. So I
But
can't really
is
say
there
for
a minimum? Is there a minimum,
um
Ryan?
no, as far as depositing, no. So you're essentially paying for the software, and then you can put as much or as little as you want. So if you want to put 50,000, you can put 5,000, you can put 2,000, 1,500, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because it's all percentage driven, right? So if it's making 5% a month, well, 5% on 1,000 is $50, right? 5% on 100,000 is 5K, right? So
Right.
whatever account size you have is what you're going to gain.
Gotcha. And this
Yeah, hopefully that
the
helps.
bot trades only Bitcoin?
It's only crypto. No, it
Only
trades.
crypto.
It's only crypto. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. No
It's
Forex.
only
Okay,
crypto. So
gotcha.
yeah, it's strictly a crypto algorithm.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much for that.
No
Thank
problem.
you, Ryan.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, now good question, Camille. And just to add on that, and what makes it legal through the CFTC and the SEC is because it's Bitcoin, we're spot trading. And so that's what makes it legal. And we went over that a few weeks ago with Courtney. And so just to connect the dots there too. All right. How do you upgrade? Let's see.
A quick question.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Ryan, too, for sharing that information. Is it $1,000 a year, or is it one time you purchase the software? Is it like a license each year?
That's a great question, about. I don't know if you know, D.
Did you get me?
I don't know. Yeah.
Can y'all hear?
Yes, I do know the answer.
Okay.
So to get access,
okay. Awesome.
If I understand your question right, you're asking basically how much does it cost to get access to the algorithm, correct?
Okay, not only to get, I think he said something about $1,000, you can pay it up front. Did he say that? You can pay it up front.
The
But
money.
my question
yes.
is, for the algorithm, if you want to purchase the algo, do you pay one time and it's done? You've got the license for life, or do you pay each year?
Yes.
Clear? Yes.
Clear. Yes. So
What's the answer?
you're paying for access. Yes. So you're either paying for the 3 months, or the 4 months for $299, or you're paying for a year access, $1,000.
Okay, which means you do it again next year. So it's a yearly subscription.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good question. Ryan, I had someone ask me a question. Ask
Yes,
Ryan,
ma'am.
if you are a part of TTA and BFX, do we pay for both the 150 BFX and 299 TTA?
So, yeah, great question, guys. There is no discounts, okay? So TTA and BFX are completely different, all right? If you want to be part of TTA Elite, which is essentially the chance to get more training from Max and myself on a more personal level, weekly live trade sessions, weekly live signals, Q&As, all that type of stuff, it's $199 a month, right? Price will be going up December 1st. So it's $199 a month, which is basically $50 a week, right? But you're able to trade with us consistently every single week, right? So you should be able to make way more money than you pay every single month just on that. Now, again, BFX is just a direct partner of TTA, and Deanna and David and all of us, right? We've partnered with them, so it is a non-exclusive deal, meaning that we are still in a completely run TTA. Without that being a direct competitor or a problem with BFX, because we're going to be promoting both, right? And the reason for that is because TTA doesn't have any referral side. So like Dee was saying, with all the bonuses, with all the, the compensation plan that is really good, well structured and everything like that, we don't have that on TTA, right? If you refer 10 people to TTA, guess what? Thanks for the money, bro. I'm not giving you an affiliate fee. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you for the money. Okay, because you should be able to make way more money just off what we give you. We don't need to give you any more money. Okay, but understand that a lot of you guys want to do that. You want to have a referral system where you can refer your friends, they can refer other friends, and all of you collectively make money together, and better yet, make residuals. And that can add up to 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10, 20, 30,000. Like, it's really endless as to how much money you truly want to make, right? And so this is a different platform for a different reason, because we all came together collectively, right? Masters of our craft, to give you something that can change the game as far as the Forex space. It's going to be very much, I believe, undervalued. So that means that it's a cheap overhead. It's $60 a month, right? Even though it's $150 to start up, $60 a month, that's pretty easy to maintain. And you're going to get incredible value and hopefully, learn a lot and make money with us. So it is two completely different things, just so you guys can understand. TTA is its own entity. BFX is its own entity. We do not own BFX in any way, shape, or form, Max or myself or David. We are just direct partners with them. I know the CEO and COO personally, like what Dee showed you guys with Courtney Logan. That is one of my good friends and one of my lawyers. So he's my guy, right? And he's the COO of the entire company. So I know I kind of rambled a little bit, but hopefully that helped.
No, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Sorry if you answered that question twice this evening.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, appreciate that. No, and hey, like he said, TTA Elite, like if you want that hands-on, and I'll be telling y'all, go over there because I don't have the time, or I'm not there yet. First of all, let's just be clear. I'm still learning. I'm a student. I'm college-wise, I'm in my junior year. But here's the thing, if you want to learn and you just want that hands-on direct access, I always say go over there, TTA. And I know we got several members that go over there and are learning with them as well, but that's just what's going to get you right. And again, I'm a student, I've been in college. So when Max and Ryan, thank God, thank you, Ryan, I was able to benefit when they did have the time and we're on here every day, all day. And so what they're giving you, yes, it's go for it. If you really want to get your Forex right, you know, I know this is, we're talking about BFX as well, but if you really just want to get that Forex right, go to TTA Elite, go, you know, and it's an additional price, but if that's just, again, that's going to get the virtual belt, Ryan's going to be on there preaching, but he gets real. And it's important to be with real people. Forget all that fake and fluff. Don't give me that. Give it to me real raw. Again, I'm an athlete, you know, I'm used to getting cussed out, chewed out, showers in our face. Like, so that stuff don't bother us. You feel me? When that stuff don't bother you, you get through it. It's like, all right, coach, what's next? You get what I'm saying? So if you want that, yes, Ryan and Max are right there. You know, if you're like me and you just need to, you know, tune in here and there, then BFX is probably good, right? Because you can tune in, you get a little bit of them. It keeps your skills going. And now for me, where I'm at, I'm like, it's market psychology now, right? Personally, you know, so I mean, Ryan could probably attest to that. I know you're busy, bro, but
for sure. And like, honestly, just to build on that, like, not everyone has the time to trade. You know what I mean? Like, when we really dissect the guys, a lot of you guys are, you know, are full-time college students, full-time parents, full-time operating your businesses and stuff like that. So, you know, you may not have time to trade, but what BFX allows you to do is to leverage us, Max, myself. You can recruit other people and you're making money off of that. So even if you're not attending all the live sessions or you're not, you know, using the signals and education like that, but you know that it's a good source and you know that we're going to take care of the people that you bring to the platform, you can just utilize it for an extra stream of income. It's that simple, right? So even if you're not 100% committed to trading, but you're like, hey, I know a bunch of people that would benefit from this, and I know a good 30, 20, 40, 50 people, whatever, even 5, doesn't matter. You can make an extra couple $100 easy just like that.
Mm-hmm. And piggybacking off of that, Ryan, guess what? You know, that's how I started out, y'all. I was in Ryan and Coach Max's classes. And then they said, oh, they're about to start Epic. Literally how we're sitting here right now. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I know a bunch of people in Epic. Learning from Coach Max and Ryan, I was able to hit Founder 2000. So for those with 8 months, I was getting $2,000 additional a month by sharing it and learning from these people, these guys, ladies and gentlemen, right? So that's, you know, I'm a product of the product. I've been able to do exactly what he's saying right now. And I can help you all there as well. Okay, Camille, you had a question first.
Yeah, you said that, I know that we haven't launched yet.
Yes, we have not fully launched. The launch, I believe, is November 6th, this Sunday. That's
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ryan, you
Okay,
can.
gotcha. Okay, so roadmap. I'm a customer. I come in and I pay $150 to access the app and everything. I pay $60 starting off, knowing that I'm going to be paying $60 every month for the education. Upgrade, I decide, okay, I'm getting the algorithm, and I decide I'm doing either 3 months or a year at 1,000. And then I start with the algorithm. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but can you... Oh, good. I just needed that roadmap, you know, so like I can trace it in my head. And then you said there's an international figure for 2005. That's for the algorithm, right?
Yes, because you will also get access to the Forex algorithm, which is legal internationally. It's illegal here in the US. And so that's why we don't offer it to US customers.
Oh, but if you are an international customer that just wants to do the normal algorithm, you can join in with $1,000 or the 300 if you want. So it doesn't mean that because you're international, you have to do the 25. It's just that if you want to have the option of doing both crypto and Forex, you do the 25. Then that's for the algorithm.
Yes, it is. I don't have you. You're going to start doing presentations soon too. But yeah.
Oh man, I just wanted to be clear.
No,
So
thank
yeah.
you. Thank
Okay,
you.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Oh, thank you for the roadmap. Hey, y'all, she gave y'all a roadmap just now. All right, Norvell, you have a question?
I hate to come back and ask a question
Oh,
right after she
please.
did such an excellent job. So I just want to make it clear, if a person says, all right, I'll come in at the $150 and $60 a month, what exactly do they get from that? Is it everything that Ryan was talking about apart from the algo?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the signals and all that's coming from he and Coach Max.
Yep, correct.
Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome.
so just so everyone can be clear a little bit, I need to cut you off because you're trying to talk. But so what you get as a base package is that you get the signals, you get the Forex signals, which we actually have a signal provider who is doing that. It's going to be a combination of because there's a team specifically just for signals, right? But you will also get myself and Max signals like for our live session. So let me give you an example. So we haven't even lost a live session in TTA Elite for like the past 4 weeks. We've been legit killing every single New York session, guys. So if you can make it to our classes, it would be amazing. You guys can see in real time how well we're actually doing and calling these great signals for you guys to make money with us. Okay, but unfortunately, not everyone can get there, right? At New York session, 9-10 o'clock, some of you guys have school or at work or taking the kids, whatever that is. So we'll send the signal. So again, like I trade AU and NAS really well. So if you might get a signal at 9:30, hey, sell AUD USD for 30 pips, risk 20 pips, and you'll get an alert on your BFX app. And then if your account is synced to the app, all it literally takes is one swipe for you to engage in the trade, and you don't even have to put the stop loss, the TP, it's already there set for you automatically within the app, which is why the app is so crazy, because legit, you don't have to like open your MT4, then look at the chart and say, okay, what Ryan say? Okay, let me figure out my risk. Okay, let me put my stop loss. Let me put my TP. You don't have to do any of that. Once you actually sync your account, you'll see, and guys, I'm not even lying to you when I say that the app developer is literally one of the best app developers in the world. Okay, in the world. His brother, which they're a team, is the leading app developer for Fashion Nova. If you guys know what Fashion Nova is, some of you may know, some of you may don't know. But Fashion Nova is a huge fashion company that does $10 million of revenue a day. They do $10 million a day in revenue. And the main source of their income is from their app. And his brother is the head of our app. Okay, does that make sense? I just want you guys to piece it together how big this is. This is not some little bitty company that we started a couple months ago, or like we just threw things together and said, hey, let's make an MLM. It's much bigger than what most people even think. Okay, so we're going to have proprietary systems in place that no other company can do. And this is one of the benefits of being with BFX, is that when you get signals from myself or Max or from any of the leading traders, you're going to be able to take it instantly. Like it's going to be like, hey, oh, there's an account. Like you can literally pull out your phone. Oh, there's an alert. All you have to do is swipe right on it. Basically, put your risk. You can say, oh, I want to risk 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever your risk tolerance is. You can have that preset. Get in the trade, walk away, then be about your day. You don't even have to be on the session.
Ryan, that's worth it in and of itself. I mean, with all the other great benefits that we've heard, that's worth it by itself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because we know who you guys are. We know how you all trade, and
for sure.
And that's awesome. Thank you.
For sure, brother. And I think a lot of people are going to kill the prop firm accounts and their own accounts just because of that. Because they're not gonna have to be on our live sessions to take our live session trades, because they're gonna get the instant alert. right? And then they can preset whatever risk they want, whether you want to risk 1% of your account, 2%, 3%, and then you go about your day. That's it.
No,
It'll
but
take literally
did you hear
15
what you
seconds.
just said? You just gave
Mhm.
us wealth, tremendous, because a lot of people don't know anything about prop firms, but you just gave us, wow,
Yeah.
you got
So,
it. Because every trade's going to be a little different, right? From the ones you take,
mhm.
the ones you don't take, how much risk you take on. You
Right.
just gave a lot about the prop firm thing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate
No
it.
problem. No problem, man. No problem. For those who really understood what I just said, your mind's gonna be blown. You're like, holy crap. That's like trust me.
Yes.
Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me.
I'm like, wow. Even what I didn't even know that what you just said. I'm
He
like,
did
oh,
it. He did it. He gave it up. You know
yeah.
what?
I'm
That's
like,
why.
it just got even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you come to meetings like this, you always stay for the crumbs. Because in the end, when everybody's gone or half the people have left, that's when jewels start to come out like you've never seen. I learned that a long, long time ago. Stay for the crumbs.
Yes, sir.
In those crumbs, oh, those are crumbs of gold. No doubt about that.
Yes.
So, oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
it's on.
Yes, sir.
And
Appreciate that.
Norvell, I also put up on the screen, and so you can just see all the products just in one lump sum right here for you. You know, you got the Real Forex Academy, you got crypto education, you got the app. You also have the Swiss crypto wallet. You get access to CoinZoom. You get access to the crypto leverage and lending SmartFi. And then you have the you know, if you want to upgrade to the algorithm, all right?
Awesome. And then the thing to do is to, and I'm saying this to everybody else, okay? You all already know. Get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in. You don't have time? Let Ryan and Coach Max do the trading for you. Swipe left, swipe right, whatever you need to do in order to win. And once you start winning, then you might want to put that extra money into the algo or whatever process you need and extra training. But get in where you fit in. That's what it's all about. You know, what we know about you guys is this. We know that you all know how to win. And so we don't actually have to see the whole plan. This is the first time I've gotten involved in something with the professor and anybody else without knowing anything. She just told me a little bit briefly. I knew who the players were. I'm in. Okay, so now what we gonna win at? That's it.
You already know. We're
right.
not gonna fail. We're not gonna accept failure around here. You already know that, man.
Not at all.
We'll figure out a way to win.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. Okay.
It's on.
It's on. It's on. Let's go.
It's on like Donkey Kong, like King Kong.
Oh, let's go. You gonna have me staying in Texas a little longer next week. Let's go.
Oh, hello. I told you I'm in Houston. I'm in
That's
Houston.
what I'm saying. I'm gonna be in Dallas.
But
Gonna have me skipping over to Houston. Like, let's do this.
We're gonna have to make something happen, no doubt. This is great. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much, Ryan. I know you got some things to do, but we appreciate
No problem. Yeah, definitely. I have to leave right now. So glad I could stick around and answer questions. And thanks for the love, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, y'all. Give Ryan a shout out. Tell him thank you. Drop some 7-7.
All right, Ryan. Thank you.
No problem, guys. No problem.
Thank you.
See you later.
I have a question.
Oh, what's your question?
What's up?
Just a quick question. Are we able to replay the video ourselves? I know that these are recorded. I don't know if they're for you or.
Yes, I will upload it on YouTube and the link will be out by this evening. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right.
Hey, Erica.
Hi, everybody. God bless you all.
All right. Okay. Any other questions? I seen there was questions because I'm about to cut out as well too. So if y'all have questions, this is your opportunity to ask. Anyone need assistance with upgrading, please ask, because after this, I'm logging off for the weekend and I'll see y'all again on Sunday. So do we have any other questions or anything right now? Okay, how to upgrade. What do you mean, LaShonda? Have you you already have access? Let's see, LaShonda Jackson. Yes, okay, so you got your account. All right, so what you need to do is you need to log into your BFX account.
You're on mute, Deanna.
My bad. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, LaShonda, yes, you want to log into your BFX account. Okay, and just click on my account and you can upgrade. You're gonna need, if you're a customer, you're gonna need $150 in either TRX or Bitcoin. I'll drop a couple links on here. The best way, the easiest way to buy Bitcoin is through Cash App family. All right. So make sure you get your Bitcoin through there, or their TRX. I believe you can get that through KuCoin. You can also buy your Bitcoin through crypto.com. Now, couple things. Whenever you are using crypto, especially Bitcoin, you want to buy an additional, I always say buy an additional $5, $10 for transaction fees. I think, Erica, you ran into that earlier. And so if it's off by like a cent, it's not going to take your transaction. And then it's important that you do it right away, because if it sits, you don't want any issues going forward, even though we can get to the bottom of it, but you just want to have more Bitcoin or TRX than the 150, 165. That way you don't encounter any of those issues. So I just always buy, like, for example, if I was going on Cash App right now, I'll just probably buy like 170. I'm just going to be, let's see. Well, if I'm going to be an associate, I'll probably just buy, it was 150. I would buy 175, right? That's my extra $10, Bitcoin transaction fees, and then just the regular fees, the swapping fees. Does that make sense?
I have a question.
Okay.
Am I the only one having problems with doing the Bitcoin? I have the Bitcoin on Cash App, but when it asks for the name and the what you're trying to, who to send it to, what is the information that we're sending it to? Because I tried, and so it didn't work. But who am I sending it to on this, on the Bitcoin, on the Cash App?
You're sending it to the wallet address that it gives you. So when you
I tried that and it didn't work. I have it's telling me to send what is it, 165, and then they give me the information, the total, what I'm supposed to send, and say, please send this amount to this information. And I did. It said, because of the possible exchanges and fees, your order includes a convenience fee of about 3%.
You don't have enough money.
No, what happened is I sent it on the Cash App. That's where I'm having the problem with the Cash App. You go to the Bitcoin site, right? The little house thing, you go to the Bitcoin, where I have the ones, I have the 176.21 or 22 now, because it just went up in there. What do I do? It says buy, sell, and then that little arrow. And that's what I'm trying to do, is to get the money to where I'm supposed to get it to.
So if you're on Cash App, then you should.
I don't see where you can swipe it with the actual, the little little square thingy, puzzle looking thingy. I don't see where you can do that on Bitcoin. Yes, I do. I see it now. But which button do you push? Would I be buying or the arrow? Because I'm not selling.
Let me bring
You're gonna be using the arrow.
The arrow, okay.
Yeah, because that's a transfer.
Right, okay. And then I put down the amount they telling me to send, or do I put down more money?
Do you have the barcode from?
I have it sitting here. It's sitting here, and it tells me to please send this amount, and I guess I had the exact thing that they were telling me to send.
Yeah,
you have it tell you how much is available, and then it tells you how much to send, and I have enough according to what they gave me here. And so
did you put those numbers in when it asked for BTC amount?
Where now?
I'm not sure. I can't see your screen.
You said, did I,
Yeah. So
when
I
it,
need
when
you
it told me?
Yeah, so for me right now, it's for time purposes. I
Uh-huh.
personally, I can't help anyone unless I see their screen because I'm not going to go in circles. So I need to see
Uh-huh.
the screen. I need you to share your screen. If you can share
Okay.
your screen, I can help you. If not, I'm not about to go through circles right now.
Okay, I have my screen up. I just gotta get on with you, I guess.
Okay, and does anyone else have any other questions while Charlotte is looking for her screen? That way I can make sure your questions are answered and you don't have to be held up this evening. Any other questions? Okay.
Yeah.
So Charlotte, can you turn on your screen? Are you on your phone that you're on right now? Is that where your Bitcoin is at?
Yes, it's on my husband's.
Okay, all right.
So I
so-
can,
All
how
right, so
can I?
first step, listen, I need you to listen. I need you to really listen because my time is limited right now. All right.
Okay.
First thing is turn on your Cash App, click on the house. After you click on the house, click on
Okay.
buy Bitcoin. What is your amount we're under Bitcoin right now?
176.31.
Perfect. Are you going to be a customer or are you going to be both an associate and a customer?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now, with your Bitcoin, you see the arrow?
Yes.
Click that arrow.
Okay.
Now, what does your screen say?
176.27 for Bitcoin, buy, sell, or arrow.
Arrow, because now we're going to send.
Okay.
Okay. Now, does it ask you for the amount or the address?
It doesn't, it just say, you have to put in the amount. And then it says, let me see. I just clicked out of it.
Okay, don't click out of anything. We were right on, I need you right where I'm guiding you. After you click the arrow, it should say send Bitcoin at the top of your screen and it should show you the amount of Bitcoin available. Does your screen say that?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I see it. Yes, ma'am. Uh-huh.
Now, where it says B, I need you to click on the B or at the bottom, click on the dot. Right?
You mean,
Click on the period, not the dot. Click on the period at the bottom of
okay.
this, right?
Okay.
Right above,
Uh-huh.
send, correct?
It said what now? Couldn't
I
hear
said the period is right above sin, correct?
you. Yes.